What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the next installment of our Season 2 of Project Cars. In today's video, we're going to be heading over to the Catalunya Circuit for Race 2 of the Historic Gt5 320 Cup. So one thing we did talk about last time around was the possibilities of doing some kind of qualifying, just to try and give me like a deadline so I can't always get a perfect pole position. So this time around, I've decided we're going to do a 2-lap qualifier, and regardless of where I position is where we're going to start the race. So today we're starting out in the pit lane, ready for our very first lap of our qualifying session. Now, this is something you guys will have to let me know in the comments if it's something you prefer. I'm more than happy to do all my videos this way. On the flip side, if you'd rather just a race, then tell me, and like I say, we can switch it out as easy as that. Right, so the first lap is going to be a warm-up. There is going to be no hot lap because obviously we're starting from the pit lane. Now, one thing I do have to be extra careful with, these tyres are cold, so it's going to be like driving on ice for the first little while. So I'm going to use this first lap as like a practice lap, and then I'm going to give myself 2 hot laps. Regardless of positioning is where we're going to start the race. I've got to be a little bit careful because there's a bump in the middle of the road that keeps throwing me off of balance. I hate that corner. Hopefully get a bit of warmth from the brakes and tyres, because we're about to finish the end of this first lap. Right, and down with the power. Let's try and get a decent hot lap straight out the gate. A little bit wide. It really doesn't help that we've got other racers on the road as well. Luckily we've only got one guy in front of us, so shouldn't be too bad. Well, I almost went off. This is the one thing I'm risking now. If I go off the track once, this lap time is going to be invalid, and I'm then going to have one other chance to try and get a decent lap before I have to return to the pits. So I don't know how I'm going to work this, because the longer the qualifying sessions, obviously the AI will get quicker and quicker. So with it only being a 10-minute session, I don't know if I do a really crazy hot lap, whether they'll actually be able to beat me. Right, so coming to the end of our first hot lap. We're going to be doing a 120. Let's put us into pole. I will do one more. Potentially I could go into the pits now. I don't know how much better I can get on a 120. Probably should go in the first on that corner. I know second kind of bogs down a little bit. Oh shit. Gotta be careful, I'm going to lose this back end and completely ruin his second lap. Right, so for my final lap, we are going to hit a 121. That was even slower. Wow, okay. Right, so let's go back to the pits. Like I said, I'm only going to give myself 2 hot laps. So the question is now, I'll speed time up. Can they overtake a 120.7? Which at the moment we're 2 seconds off, so really don't know. One thing I have noticed, if you have a longer qualifying time, they will progressively get quicker. So I don't know by having a 10-minute session whether that's actually going to help. Second hour's got down to a 121, but he's still about a second off. I think what I will do next time around is actually have a 20-minute qualifying session. It actually looks like we're going to be starting in pole again this time around. So over to the race in pole position. Right, it's not too bad of a start. Thankfully when you do a first lap your wheels are kind of warmed up, so it's not too sketchy. So like I say, you are going to have to let me know what you think with this qualifying thing, whether you think it's actually a good thing for the videos, or whether you do want a slightly longer race. You got to be so careful on that little chicane there. I'll tell you what, I think that's fractionally better going into first there. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go first on this end chicane as well. Just feels like it's turning in a bit sharper. We've got 120 to beat, we just as well try and race our times because these guys are quite far behind us. We're up 5 seconds on that sector. Still up 5 seconds. I'm actually really enjoying this event. This car handles so much better than those other Megans and stuff. But I can't wait to get into the kart, so that thing's going to be awesome. I know for definite we're going to have one more event before then, but I'm going to try and speed through them as quick as possible. Right, so coming in hot on our second one. And we're hitting a 119.8, so we are fractionally quicker then. Final lap to go. I really don't think we're going to have any issues finishing this in first place. Wow, those guys are quite far behind now. Which is kind of crazy really, considering I have been up in the hardness every single race. This goes back to the whole, the more laps they do, the quicker they get. In the practice session it was actually set for 20 minutes because I had the percentages bumped up so we could do the 5 lap last time round. And I swear one of them hit like a 118, 119 and they're not even touching me now. So I don't know, we'll have to just play around with it. I'm hoping we are going to get a happy medium where I'm kind of like every race stuck in the middle of it. Like personally, I'd rather be fighting for my position from start to finish and doing a bunch of overtakes and whatnot, rather than kind of being like half a lap in front for the whole race and not see another driver. But we will get there, guys. We're going to keep tweaking it. Right, so our third lap is also clean. Oh shit, that was close. Spoke a little bit too soon. Right, so I think we've done a low 119 then. So that's another first place in the bag. I think this trophy's almost guaranteed to be ours. So as soon as you guys get to watch this, let me know in the comments, is this something that you guys want with the whole qualifying thing? I'm going to put the difficulty up a little bit, just to try and get this balance out a little bit more evenly. That guy in the practice session did actually bang out a 118.9. I can't even get close to that myself. And like, the dude's not even in the top 3, so I don't know, work that one out. That's kind of crazy, but anyhow, this is where I'm going to leave the video today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the content today, and I'll catch you over on the next one.